Yo, what's up guys? MLB The Show 20 is right around the corner. And there's so much exciting content coming into this year's game, from the perfect hitting to the new game modes they added and the brand new legends that are being added to the game. There's so many things that I'm looking forward to coming in this year's game. But before I get into this video, make sure that you hit that subscribe button below, as this will be a great place for all your MLB The Show 20 content and updates. Also, drop a like on the video, and let's talk about who I think you should pick in the Diamond Variety Pack in MLB The Show 20. On the screen, I'm showing the different versions of the game you could have bought if you pre-ordered the Anniversary Edition, the Digital Deluxe Edition, or the MVP Edition of MLB The Show 20. You will have the opportunity to choose from 7 different cards in this Diamond Variety Pack. If you pre-ordered the Standard Edition, that's fine too. You're still getting the exact same game that everybody else is getting, but you're not gonna get the Diamond Variety Pack when you open up Diamond Dynasty. So in this video, what I'm going to be talking about is who I think you should pick when you open up this pack. The cards that are in this Diamond Variety Pack include Gary Sheffield, David Ortiz, Mariano Rivera, Maddux, Tom Glavine, John Smoltz, and Mickey Mantle. The first card I want to talk about is Gary Sheffield. Sheffield is known for being a huge power threat with a very unique batting stance. I'd project Sheffield to have around 70 power versus lefties and probably around at least 75 power versus righties, given it's only like an 88 overall diamond. Regardless of the exact stats, he'll definitely be able to hit some home runs for your team. As seen in this Sheffield card, it's from his 1993 season with the Florida Marlins. His primary position when he played for that team was third base. He also played shortstop, left field, right field, and a little first base throughout his career. So he could get any one of those secondary positions. I doubt he'll get first base, and he probably won't get left or right field because he didn't really play that position for the Marlins. But he would also have decent speed along with probably around average fielding for MLB The Show. So Gary Sheffield would definitely be a valuable card to have on your team. Next, I want to talk about David Ortiz. Yeah, Big Papi is in the game this year and has a lot of people, including me, very excited. David Ortiz is known for being a big power bat with a clutch factor. I'd expect this card to have around 95 power versus righties and maybe around 60 power versus lefties, because Ortiz didn't hit very well in his 2003 breakout season. Like I just said, this card is from his 2003 breakout season, and his only position will be first base because Big Papi is incredibly slow, and he's actually known for being a DH most of his career. So I'd expect his fielding to be pretty terrible and his speed to be very low as well. Regardless of the fielding and regardless of the speed, Ortiz will be a big threat to hit a home run in every at bat and drive in a lot of runs for your Diamond Dynasty team, which would bring that value. Now let's talk about the greatest closer of all time, Mariano Rivera. He was the New York Yankees closer for 17 seasons, and during that span, he won 5 World Series and became the all-time leader in saves with 652. This card is from Rivera's 1999 season with the Yankees, where he struck out 1,173 batters and placed 3rd in AL Cy Young voting. The primary pitch Rivera threw was a cutter. It's crazy because he managed to throw this pitch his whole career and basically dominate every batter he faced. That's mainly because his cutter had a lot of break and he threw it very hard, so in real life that's really hard to hit. He'll probably also have a 4-seam and a 2-seam on this card. But the downfall is that, as I said, he only has fastballs. A cutter is a type of fastball, 4-seam and 2-seam. So all the pitch speeds that you're going to be throwing in this game are going to be basically the same, maybe 2 to 3 mile per hour differences. So when you're playing MLB The Show and you know almost exactly what pitch is going to be coming every single time, it becomes very easy to hit. If they were to give this card a changeup, that would make it a little bit more usable, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Regardless, it's a really cool card to be added to the game. A lot of people have been wanting this card, and I'm sure I'll use it at some point during MLB The Show 20. So the next 3 players that I'm going to talk about are all legendary Braves pitchers. The first of the 3 that I'll talk about is Maddux. He played 23 seasons in Major League Baseball, and most of those were with the Cubs and the Atlanta Braves. This card is from his 1998 season with the Atlanta Braves. He had a phenomenal 2.22 ERA, which was the 3rd best of his career. He struck out 7.3 batters per game, walked 1.6 batters per game, and had an HR per 9 of 0.5. Maddux threw a 4-seam, a 2-seam, a circle change, a slider, and a curveball. The fact that this card has so many good pitches that have pretty decent speed differentials and decent control with that about 80 walks per 9 makes it a great starting pitcher to have at launch. Now let's talk about Tom Glavine, a very good 6-foot, 175-pound left-handed pitcher with a great arsenal of pitches. He played 22 seasons primarily with the Atlanta Braves. This card is his 1991 breakout card. During this season, Glavine tossed 34 games and had an overall record of 20-11. Over those 34 games, he averaged 7 strikeouts per game, 2.5 walks per game, and 0.6 home runs per game. Tommy throws a 4-seam, a slider, a curveball, a circle change, and a 2-seam. Just like Maddux, Glavine is another player with good per 9s, great pitch selection with varying speed. I think this card's a great starter to have at the beginning of the game. He's also a lefty, which is another very attractive thing considering the show normally has more right-handed pitchers. So this is definitely a card that I might choose in the Variety Choice Pack. The last of the 3 Braves pitchers in the Variety Choice Pack that I'll talk about is John Smoltz. Smoltz is 6'3", 210-pound, right-handed pitcher that threw straight gas. This card is his 1992 All-Star card. During this season, Smoltz started 35 games and had a 15-12 record with a 2.85 ERA. Over these 35 games, he averaged 7.8 strikeouts per game, 2.9 walks per game, and 0.6 home runs per game. Smoltz threw a 4-seam, a changeup, a splitter, and a slider. And although he doesn't have 5 pitches like Maddux and Glavine, he can touch 100 on his fastball, whereas Glavine and Maddux only threw about around 95 as an average on their fastballs. So this additional speed combined with his good pitch arsenal makes Smoltz a great starter to have at the beginning of the game. Okay. Last but not least, arguably one of the best players of all time, Mickey Mantle is in MLB The Show 20, and you can get him and play with him and use him on your Diamond Dynasty team first thing the game launches. Tons of people in the MLB community have been wanting this card for such a long time, and we finally have him. I can tell you right now, to be honest, I'm definitely picking Mantle in the Variety Choice Pack, especially because I have 2 picks. It's a no-brainer to me. So let's talk about the card. This card's from his rookie year in 1951. He only played 96 games, so it was about half the season. And in these 96 games, he had 13 home runs, had a .443 slugging percentage, and he had 91 overall hits. He's a switch hitter who can play anywhere in the outfield, but his primary position is right field. He has good all-around fielding and pretty good speed as well. This card, you have to pick this card. Honestly, it's just so good. So, I mean, out of the 7 players, if you only have 1 pick, I'm definitely taking Mantle. But if you have 2 picks like me, if you got the digital deluxe version, then I think I'm gonna pick Mantle and either Glavine or Smoltz. I haven't decided quite yet, but I'm definitely gonna try to test out all the players and see if my opinion changes as I play with them. Leave a like on this video if you guys enjoyed. Comment down below who you're gonna pick and what cards you guys are looking forward to using in the show. Subscribe for more MLB The Show content. I'll be trying to upload as much as possible. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.